Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Um, Today is Sunday, June 25th, 2023. Because I'm like, wait a minute. I have no sense of time. But, anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I hope you do stay. I would love it if you would. So, I feel like, because I was doing a pre shuffle, and there's some cards that were making themselves known. And we have Raven. Oh, Peacock is under that, which is prosperity. But anyways, Raven is all about news. It could be spiritual messages, but I feel like some information's coming in. So you might catch wind of a situation or something, or someone wants to tell you something. I feel something to do with a jar. Whatever that means. Something to do with a jar. And your shoulder, apparently. Because I'm like, hey, I don't know what that's about. But anyways, whatever it means to you guys. News. Whatever this information is that's coming in, it's bringing in a lot of change. I feel like there's a lot of changes that are happening around a lot of you anyways. But you know what this, you already know this information. So I don't know if you're delivering the news or if it's just something that you picked up on or you're aware of it. And it's almost like when you just know something about a situation or person, and then all of a sudden that person or someone tied to a situation comes in and says something. And it's like, it's confirmation. It's like, oh, I already know about that, you know. I'm burnt to a crisp. I'm just saying. I really am. I wore sunblock too, but anyways, regardless of that, I feel really raspy right now. Like, I don't know if this is allergy related, somebody has a cold going on, or what, because this feels like it could be along those lines. Because it doesn't feel like, you know, your throat chakra opening up and stuff, because I didn't sound like this before I sat down in this energy. So somebody might be dealing with a little bit of an illness, or there's just some raspiness going on for someone for some reason. But regardless, I feel like some news is coming in. Actually, we'll just leave that like that. So, and it could be, I don't know, the word lock is standing out to me, so I don't know if there's a significance with a lock, like a padlock. Someone's heart's locked up, but this feels like a literal lock, like I'm locking the door, I'm locking the car, I'm locking something. Something to do with a lock. A lock and a key. I don't know if it's a lock box, or, because that's what's making me think of, like when you have something locked up, locked away, like I don't want anyone to see this, I'm locking this up kind of thing. Because there is somebody who's void of emotion, who is very, they're walled up, but there's something locked here, and it's a literal lock. This doesn't, it's not a metaphor. There's a literal lock and key here. Somebody's trying to waste your time, or that's how you're feeling, because that could be your change in perspective. Shifting perspectives. There's... now I feel all over the place all of a sudden. A significant holiday could be coming up for some of you, or there's just... it's making me think of Easter or Astra, but regardless of that, that's about fertility, new beginnings. A significant holiday, change in perspective, and there's someone who's void of emotion. And they either have a tick, like a physical tick, you know, like they twitch or something. I don't know, whatever it is. Could even be a lisp, a stutter, or something. Anything. Or like tick season. You know, because ticks are everywhere. It's wonderful. Especially if you're going in the woods and stuff. Make sure you check yourself for ticks. But something to do with bar and information. I don't know if it's getting information at a bar because you talk. Oh, you know what's making me think of? So, I mean, this literally happened to me, but it's something along these lines. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you go to a bar or you go anywhere, you know, you run into someone and it's like maybe you were thinking about them heavily or off and on, and you haven't seen this person in a long time, and you just get an urge to go wherever the hell you go. Like, instead of going to this sandwich shop, I'm gonna go over here because why not, you know? Or this bar, this restaurant, this place, whatever it is. And you run into that person. It doesn't feel romantically. It can be for some of you, but it's like you run into someone significant when you're out and about, and you gain information. Even if it seems minor, it's significant for some reason. Because what happened to me is I ended up, Friday night, I ended up going to Gary's, that place that I was like, where that bad shit happened. But I'm like, I'm going in. I don't care. I just was going to have one drink. I ended up having a couple, but they had a live band and stuff. Because I was just going to sit there by myself, have one drink, and just kind of, you know, whatever. And this girl come in, and she was a younger girl. I don't know her. I don't even remember her name. She said hi to me, and she's like, why are you sitting here? There's live music out back. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. I just got here. So she had me sit at her table with her friends and stuff, or whoever she was sitting with. And there was no problems, actually. It was a really good time. I'm really glad I went. And I got to talk to a lot of really nice people. It was fun. I was very relaxing, and it was chill, which is nice. But before I left, I went in to go in the bathroom, and I ran into someone. The girl, I don't want to name names and stuff, but one of the people from that night, the scary night, that's what happened at that specific place. But she wasn't part of the problem, and I've thought about her off and on, and, you know, just hoping that she's well, because she's a really good person. And I ran into her in the bathroom, and she was there by herself, and just some of the stuff she told me, I was like, oh, good to know. Like, you know, I was really glad that I got a little bit of an update, like, because I was worried about her, like, hoping that, you know, she's doing well. So I found out that she's fine. And she's having a good time, and I actually delivered a message from her father to her, and I thought she was going to cry. I'm like, I know it's not the time or the place, but I don't think I'll see her again, and if I do, it's going to be a while, you know what I mean? So it was really, I don't know, it was a good night. Something like that where, I mean, you just happen to be in the same place at the same time as someone significant to your path, to your journey, no matter who they are to you. Because sometimes we connect with certain people just for clarity purposes, or to help us, or we're going to help them. You know what I mean? Because there is something to do with reconnecting here. Somebody wants a do-over. Somebody wants a do-over. They want to start over. Could be within a friendship, like building, I don't know, because I'm seeing buddies, like, hey buddy, what's going on? Can we reconnect and start fresh? Like, but this feels like in a friend capacity, not love related, and it could turn that way, but because I see twin flames here, but this feels more like I want to start fresh. Like, I gotta clear the air. So someone might want to clear the air with you, something like along those lines, which isn't a bad thing, you know what I mean? Lots of changes coming in, which is wonderful, wonderful. I want to start singing now. I don't know why. All right. Let's see. Oops. I don't want those ones right now. I don't know why. There's too many anyways, so. I just heard be careful. Be careful. All right, for some of you, this is significance with a pool. Be careful. I don't know, whatever that is. I don't know if it's like the dating pool or a literal pool. Be careful. Doesn't feel like anyone's gonna get injured in a pool or anything like that, but if there's anyone that's returning, I just said there's someone that might want to reconnect in a friend capacity. Be careful with that, apparently. Maybe there's not the best of intentions with that person, whoever it is, because I saw a void of emotion. Be careful who you surround yourself with as well, because low vibrational people, sometimes their energy can like rub off on us, and it's almost, it happens to me, and I know it happens to a lot of you because I talk to a lot of light workers anyways, a lot of sensitive people. And if you're around someone who is sick, depressed, narcissistic, psychotic, whatever, you're gonna pick up on that energy, and sometimes it can not only drain your own energy, but I don't know, it's almost like some thoughts and feelings are just not your own. So I kind of want, okay, how do I want to say this? Whoever this person is that wants to reconnect with you or come back around or something, there's something going on with them. Whatever it is, their heart's locked up, they're not emotional for whatever reason, whether they're diagnosed with a mental illness or not, I don't know, or some type of emotional disorder, whatever it is. I almost feel like you might need to lock your energy up around that person. Like, don't be open with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to talk to whoever that is, because I don't feel like they're gonna like physically harm you. Does that make sense? I don't feel like that's going on here. Just depends on the situation, but this mainly feels like harnessing your energy, like an energy vampire, and you don't realize it's happening. And you don't realize it's happening when they're around. They're feeding off from your energy. And they might not even realize they're doing it, because it happens all the time, like subconsciously and whatever, and people don't fully get why they feel a certain way around certain people or whatever. You know, it's almost like, you know, those friends, so-called friends or people, coworkers, whatever, when you're around them, you just get so friggin' drained. Even if you're not feeling what they're feeling, you just get drained, and it's like, you're exhausting to be around, even if you're doing nothing. Those are energy vampires, and there's someone like that, either I don't think they're currently around you. Some of you could have some people that they have a tendency of doing that currently, but this feels like somebody that wants to come back around, and there's something unique about you. It's probably your light, you know, especially if you're loving up on yourself, and just if you have that sense of freedom, because people want what they don't have, what they don't possess themselves. But it's not that this person or these people can't work on themselves and have a similar disposition, I guess, outlook or whatever on life, but they don't want to. Whoever this is doesn't want to do the work. They haven't healed, but they might show up in the way that you might think that they have. Like, oh, I just realized something, or I haven't been talking in a while. I was MIA because I had to do work on me. I did a lot of thinking and blah, 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 whatever they say. Or you just happen to run into them. Whichever way it goes. Yeah, we're here. Whichever way it goes. I don't think you're just going to run into this person. Whoever this person is, it's the one who's void of emotion. You're protected from this. Just make sure to protect yourself. You're going to get an eerie feeling about this situation or this person, or you already feel that way around them. Like, it's that the pit in your stomach that you get when you're like, something feels off, but you don't know what it is. Because, okay, it's reminding me of the bar scene again. Like, when I said something bad happened, like, this was like a year or so ago, when I was there, I did have an off feeling. Like, it felt, okay, usually, like, when I sense danger, it was more intense, you know, like, usually it is. It's almost like, I don't know about this. But my judgment was clouded at the time, and it wasn't because of substances or drinking or anything like that. It was just, I was in a vulnerable place. So whoever this person is, these people are, they could have taken advantage of you while you were in a vulnerable state, or that's what they're gonna try to do. Especially if something comes up, something happens where you're upset or something, and this person be like, oh, this is my end, this is my chance to weasel my way in, or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. It's like when your guards are down. That's what it feels like, regardless of your level of vulnerability or not. When your guard is down, that's when this person or these people is going to come in. And it feels unexpected but expected. Because like I said, with this information, this news, you already know what this is. But this person's going to come in and tell you something that you already know, basically. But they don't know that you know. If that makes sense. It's like, I have a treat for you. But anyways, just keep your energy protected. Because like I said, I had that funky feeling. It wasn't like, warning, warning, warning in my mind at that time. But it could have been avoided if I listened to the off feeling. You know what I mean? I understand that more and more now. But it's a learning curve. And people like this take advantage of sensitive people, of people who are kind-hearted. Because they look at kindness as weakness, like you're a doormat. If you're nice to other people, oh, we could take advantage of this. That's this type of person, whoever they are. But they don't present that way. You know what I mean? It makes me wonder if that's why yesterday, because I was just kind of chilling, why I was watching a bunch of interrogations. Like, I mean, some of them are funny because it's like, really, like, how dumb can you be kind of thing? Because some criminals are just what? But some are really intelligent. And it's not just that they're intelligent. When you're void of emotion, if you're a psychopath, if you have ASPD or anything like that, that kind of blocks your emotions off, if you can separate yourself from that, or you just have negative emotions, just saying, it's easier for you to get away with things because you don't care. You know, you only care about you. So you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, because who cares if we throw so-and-so under the bus? Who cares if this happens as long as I'm good? Like, that's how these people think. And they're very charming, charismatic. They're alluring. Like, they're usually attractive. Not all of them, but, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder anyways. But this is like, I don't know, major manipulation. Major manipulation. What is this? Holding on way too tight, but you let go of whoever this is. You're not holding on to anything or anyone. This person would drop you like a bad habit. Just they wouldn't even care. They don't care. But they're gonna come in and act like they do, whoever this is. Yeah, someone's gonna pretend that they give a crap about you, basically. And for some of you, it's romantically speaking, because maybe they just want a piece of whatever, you know what I mean? And for others, it's, I don't know, that people like this, they have an agenda. There's something that you have that they want, even if it's just your energy. But there's something, you have something this person wants. Dun, 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 dun. That's the shark thing. You have something this person wants. Something to do with an attachment. You're not attached to... There's a lot... There's fives here. There's major change. Okay, what the hell? You have something that this person wants, but you let go. You're not holding on to the situation, but they're attached to you. Didn't I say in the beginning? I don't know if I said it or if I was thinking it. Something, the tables have turned, like something switched around. Oh, you know what it is? You're seeing something differently. It's not that perspectives have fully, well, yeah, perspective has changed, but it's not, okay, that's what this is. Feeling wise, okay? Because I'm like, why am I so caught in my fucking emotions? Like, I keep wanting to talk about that. So, in this situation, you could have been feeling attached to a specific person, like to a situation, a person, whatever it is, to an outcome, like me and so are meant to be. I want to be with them. Like, you can't stop thinking about them, and there is a level of I'm not gonna say obsession, probably, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like El Nutso obsession, at least on your end or whoever's end. But this attachment that you were feeling, someone was energetically attached to you, and they were doing it on purpose. And you were picking up on them, is what this feels like, because it's making me think, like, okay, like, why am I so, like, about you, and then the next second, I don't care. Like I don't even care if we ever met. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if any of you felt that way, but this is the energy I'm feeling. So if you're not protected energetically, even if you're not physically around this person, okay? They could be sending shit your way, paying attention to you somewhere, somehow. And because of their intentions, you're connected to them. Because I did say a while ago that some of you are not only connected to, like, a love situation, someone, like a twin flame soulmate, you're also connected to a problem. And you are connected to them so that you could see the problem. Because it's making me think of, like, why do I want you so bad? Why do I want this so bad? Oh, this is leading up into what happened at the bar, like, on Friday night. Because I had well, it wasn't scary, but it's a similar thing. So with whatever's going on with this unhealthy situation, because I pick up on energies everywhere. Like, for crying out loud, this is going to make some of you laugh. Like, if I go into the bathroom, like, at home, right after whoever the hell was in there first, whether I'm aware of who it was or not, I do psychometry. So when I sit down, I start acting like whoever sat there prior. Like, I literally do. And because sometimes I wouldn't even have my phone. I'll just be sitting there like this. Like, what? Like, what am I looking at? And I found out that there's someone in the house that does it. That's how that person holds their phone. Like, they don't hold it one hand. They hold it like this. And I was like, because I don't even bring my phone in with me, but I pick up on that stuff. Well, if you're sensitive like that, even if you don't pick up, even if you don't pick up on that stuff to that extent, because we're all sensitive to a degree, you know what I mean? Why can't I talk all of a sudden? It's almost like somebody just doesn't want me to talk. Yeah, because I feel like I just heard in my head, shut up, shut up, shut up. But anyways, because we could all pick up on energy, so I do psychometry and shit. And if you're around someone who is, like, heavily thinking of you and they're turned on, you might be attracted to them in that way because they're feeling that way about you. And if you don't have a barrier, basically, it just flows through, and it can be confusing, especially if you don't set out to read somebody's energy and it's just happening. It can get confusing that way. So protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself, and really listen to your intuition with things. But with this love situation, what's making me think of is, like, say you find this person attractive, but you're like, you're not my usual type and expectation kind of thing. Like, it's not someone that you would be like, oh my gosh, I have to have so and so. Like, you know what I mean? You just be like, all right, and we'll get to know each other, like, because you're not like over the top, like type of person. Whoever, if you felt that way about someone, like you just could not get enough of them, you could not stop thinking about them, like they were, I don't know, like the thought of this person was consuming you. I think you're picking up on them, and you're seeing that now. That's what this reversal is, because you're not connected to them. You're not tied to that situation, and because it feels like a back and forth. Like if you energetically pull away or you pull your own energy back, you won't even think about this person. You won't even care. And then the second the walls get a little lowered, or this person keeps trying to penetrate your bubble, little things get through, and you go, oh, why am I thinking of you again? Or some of their intentions start seeping through your protected your bubble of protection, and because of the inconsistencies there, you're seeing what's happening. So it's like, oh, it's not me, it's fucking you. Like, you know what I mean? This person is attached to you energetically. That's why they keep popping up in your head. That's why that shit keeps happening. That's probably why you feel a certain way. Some of you could even be following in this person's footsteps without even realizing it. Like if you're going to certain places, you could be going to the places this person goes to, and you might not even realize you're doing it. It's just like, oh, I want to go over here today or whatever. It's like you're following somebody around energetically because they're leaving a trail. It's a trail of fucking energetic breadcrumbs, basically. Yeah, someone's very attached. I'm wicked nervous all of a sudden. Holy crap. But I also want to say, there could be someone that you actually find attractive or something, and whoever's attached to you could be catfishing you energetically. Like, the thoughts, it's almost like this person, it feels like an illusion is what it feels like, you know, casting shadows and shit. Like when someone, okay, like say this person, I don't know, person A or one, person one is the one who is attached to you, but you're thinking a person two, because they're it's almost like they're either repeating that person's name over and over, or they're picturing their face so that you see their face. Like, how the fuck do I explain that? I don't know, that sounds weird, but something like that's going on for someone. But what I was getting at too is what happened when I was at the bar. This, and this is a minor thing because it wasn't anything bad, but I was just like, I didn't even think of it till I was in the shower cleansing myself, and I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So I'm sitting there, and there's this girl there, and I don't hit on women. I'm completely straight, you know, to each your own, but that's just my personal whatever. And I remember in my head, I'm sitting across from her, and I'm like, I was like, wow, she's really beautiful. And I mean, I can appreciate a good looking woman, just saying, because I like to build people up and not tear them down. So if there's someone that is attractive, I'm not going to be like, what flaws do you have? I'll just be like, you're absolutely gorgeous. Or I'll just think it and not say it. But anyways, I literally told her as we're talking, and she was like, oh, thank you. And the way that I said it sounded like I was interested in her, like I was hitting on her. And I literally, right after I said it, I was like, you know, I don't swing that way. Like, I hope you don't think I meant it like that. And she goes, oh, no, it's okay. Like, she started laughing. But I was like, really, it was just weird how I said it. And it's funny because I was sitting in the chair where there was this other dude there who liked her. Like, he was hitting on her. And when he found out that I do readings and stuff, he goes, so what are my odds with her? And I said, slim to none. And he goes, you don't even know me. I'm a lawyer. And I don't know him. I don't even know his name. And because I was picking up on him, I was like, you're not a lawyer. And he goes, well, I said, he goes, yes, I am. And I said, well, okay, well, so if I need legal representation, can I call you so you can represent me in court? And he goes, well, you can call my law firm. I'm like, your law firm? He goes, well, yeah, the firm I work for. I'm like, you haven't even passed your bar exam, have you? No, I'm working towards it. I'm like, then don't tell people you're a lawyer. But I caught him in his bullshit. And what was funny is he thought he had a chance with that girl. And she left without even saying goodbye. She didn't even say goodbye to him. He goes, where'd she go? I'm like, oh, she left with her friend. I'm like, told you, slim to none. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, I was picking up on him. I think that's what he was thinking, like, wow, you're gorgeous. And she really was pretty, but not my type. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Just stay grounded. I just start believe in yourself. Trust yourself above anyone else. So trust your own judgment, even if people judge you or they don't, even if they don't understand, because not everyone understands our personal journeys. I mean, hell, some of us don't even understand the journey we're on, the path we're on. But yeah, there's something like that going on energetically. Like someone's attached. Let me see, what's up? Whoa, that came up out of nowhere. Bare bones, truth, authenticity. Someone's not authentic. Someone's bullshitting you what I say. There was like this, I don't know, illusion going on here. Pretending to be somebody else with us changing around because you probably see right through what you see the truth. Even if you're pretending not to. Someone's a liar is what they are. They might be acting as though they don't care. Like, I'm not interested in you, or I'm not doing anything. Whatever it is, there's some bullshit energy in here. This isn't a spiritual attachment either. Some of you might have thought that at one point, but that's not what this is. Someone's upset because they can't hold you down. They can't keep you chained up. It's like a dog on a run, you know what I mean? Where you hook them up, they can only go so far. But it's making me think of like Jackson. He broke his run and he didn't leave. He was still, oh man, I'm getting hot from coughing. My sunburn's like getting redder. But anyways, why am I getting so hot? Oof. He stayed around, thank God. He didn't run off, but, because literally I don't want the dog to run off, but, it's like being, so it's like, I've said this analogy before, where you're doing the same, like your routine's pretty much the same, like, so you're just kind of going through the motions and within a situation, and it looks like you're still chained up, but you're not. Like, you can run at any time, you can leave at any time, you can do whatever you want, and this person might be aware of that now, and they probably thought that you were in a stuck position before for a while, like, oh, I got you right under my thumb, and whoever this is, they don't. They have no control over you. You have no power over me, basically, and it's starting to freak whoever this is out, like, shit, someone feels like they lost control of a situation or a view. That's never good, just saying. Yeah, that's something to do with work. Because of work. You let go of the fear of lack. Like, you let go of your fears. Like, if you feared losing money, being left out, being rejected, because that's all this energy is. It's like she's on the other side of the door, like, sad. I feel like if if you were worried about something not working out for you, you're letting go of all that fear. You're not holding on to a situation or a person or whatever. Now they're feeling left out. It's weird because it feels like whatever your fears were, whatever you were fearing prior, could actually be this other person's insecurities being projected onto you because they don't want to be left out. It's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, somebody spends a lot of time alone. They feel isolated and alone because you get attention. You're not giving them attention, but you get attention elsewhere, potentially by, like when you go out and about, these could be new friends, just meeting new people. Like, you don't have a problem meeting new people, but there's a recluse type energy in here who's attached to you. There's someone who doesn't go out much. They don't get much attention, or they get the wrong attention. I don't know, because I feel like complacent energy. So it's like I talk to the same people over and over and over. I've been friends with so-and-so for 20 fucking years. Like, my friend groups never change. Whatever it is, someone's holding on way too tight to outdated cycles and patterns and people and whatever. And you're like, hey, I'm going to meet new people. Like, fuck it. I'm going to take this chance and move out of this loner energy. Whoever sits there by themselves a lot, they're very envious of the attention you get. It could be someone in your family, whoever's attached to you, or an ex, whoever this person is. Could be more than one who, I don't know, because it feels like center of attention energy, but you're not meaning to be the center of attention, if that makes sense. So whoever gets a lot of attention, you're putting yourself out there, meet new people, talking to people, whatever, you're not in this sense of lack mode anymore. You're letting go of all of that. Your energy is just very magnetic. That's just your aura. That's how you are. And people are drawn to you. Like, hell, for example, that happened at the bar for me. And things like that happen, and I mention them because they're good examples for how the law of attraction works. So when readers say things like that, I can put it into context for you guys, you know what I mean? So, like, for example, I walked in and I had just got my drink, and that girl just come right up to me. Well, she was paying for something, and she come up, like, and she was sitting there, and she was like, hi. I was like, oh, hey. And that's how we started talking. And then when I was sitting at the table, I was talking to that group of people that I said, and they were there for a bit, and then, there was some other people that kept cycling through. Like, there was one person I ran into in the parking lot before I even walked in there, and she just walked right up to me, and I'm just like, you look familiar. I think I went to school with her, but I think she's like a year or two older than me. But anyways, she kept popping over and saying hi here and there, like she was just off doing her own thing. But then a group of, I don't know, another group of women came over, and then I ended the evening talking to these three dudes they were in their 60s, but they were just chill and on vacation basically, and it was a good conversation. But people, I literally just sat there. I danced a little bit, but I sat there and people just came to me. I didn't go, oh, hey, what's going on? I was just like, oh, hi, sit down, whatever. It's that type of magnetism I'm talking about. And that happens with a lot of people. Like, that's why people smile at you, they wave at you, like, even if they're strangers, or you're easy to talk to. You're very welcoming. There we go. Your energy is very welcoming. And whoever is envious of this, their energy is blocked off. They're not welcoming at all. They either sit there, they either have resting bitch face, or they kind of put their head down, and it's that closed off energy where, are you going to approach me if I'm sitting there like this? Probably not, because I'm showing you that I don't want to interact. If I'm open, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, come talk to me. It's like that. So someone might be wondering why they don't get much attention, and it's because of their body language. Like, they're sending off signals that are saying, get away from me. Like, that's what someone does. And they don't understand. They don't understand why that happens. It's because they have some shit they need to work through, apparently. Yeah, somebody doesn't understand why that happens to them. Some of you could be very intuitive. You could do that for work. But I feel like there's some type of secret work here. There's like a secret at your job. Or someone's keeping something a secret. Well, if someone's doing work on you, they're doing it with the moon phases, and it's hush hush. But regardless of that, if any of you are healers, whether this is like, you know, psychic mediumship, tarot, or if you're a counselor, a therapist, a life coach, things like that, like if your career path helps other people, whether you give advice or whatever it is, I feel like, for one, you know a lot of people's secrets, whether it's intuitively or you just know a lot because people tell you a lot because you're very open. You know a lot of secrets. You might know a lot about a specific person and they probably don't like it, but regardless, it's a secret at someone's work. Someone might be secretly paying attention to you at work. Or doing something they shouldn't be doing at work, just saying. Getting a headache really bad all of a sudden. Just right here. Stress. Somebody might be stressed about what you're doing for work, or... Because, okay, if there's this left out energy in here, if you're getting a new job, no matter what you're doing for work, I don't care if you're going to become famous or if you just get a pay raise, you get a new job, whatever it is. Because it's different for everyone. Whoever this person is that's attached to you, they're stressed about your work. They're stressed that you're getting a new job, that you're making more money, that the potential of yours. It's almost like if you're successful, you won't want me at all. Like, that's what this feels like. Overcompensation is what I just heard. Someone's overcompensating for something, for their insecurities, but yeah, somebody's really... They could be secretly paying attention to your work as well, even if it's just a project. But has to do with money. Someone doesn't want you to make decent money. They don't want you to succeed. That's really what it feels like. But that doesn't feel like because of envy and stuff. That feels like you won't need me, you won't want me, you would like, I'll be useless to you. But I don't think that that's how you view this person or this situation. That's an internal thing for someone. Because that's where that please don't go, please don't go, please don't go energy's coming in. Yeah. Someone's fucking something up for you behind the scenes. Because they do not want you to they don't want you to go. They don't want you to go. Someone's being really sneaky trying to keep you around. Or stay stuck to you energetically or something. Yeah, they definitely don't want you to move on. That's for damn sure. And they're lying. This person's pretending to be someone they're not. Well, someone's definitely fucking walking away. I'm just saying, because we got the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. If you've had to take a lot of time to process, think, you know, spend time alone, go into hermit mode, I feel like you're not thinking about whatever the situation is anymore. You're not thinking about the people you left in the past. Like, I don't know, you're closing the book on certain situations. And it's like, it wasn't easy, but you're going anyways. It's like, I gotta get out of my shell, you know? I don't need to go over this information again. I don't need to think about this anymore. I'm just going to focus on what makes me happy. Because, look, walking away from that, he or she's walking straight towards this yellow energy, towards communicating with new people. This is a message of good news. Potentially with a King of Pentacles, not necessarily. Because for some reason I just want to put him back. Like, go sit down in your chair. I don't know why I wanted to say that. So if that's the person, because I've said this in other readings, if there's a person around you who is just kind of sitting back watching shit happen and watching you live your life, you know, even if negative shit was happening to you, they weren't helpful in any way, they're just sitting there like popping the popcorn, you're gonna tell that motherfucker to go sit his ass back down, or her ass back down, because it's like you weren't there when I needed you. Take a seat. It's like make me think of Beetlejuice when he's got like 1 billion and whatever, like the number he has is really long. It's like, there's gonna be a long wait. Go sit over there. If you try to cut in line, I'm gonna shrink your head. We have the 10 of Swords, a painful ending. Potentially with Scorpio, not necessarily with death. That's change. You're changing around a painful situation. You're choosing not to sit in the pain of the past. It's like, yeah, you hurt me, you did this, you blah blah blah. Whoever did what, because it could be anyone. You're looking straight ahead. Like, I don't need to keep going over this shit. I'm changing my perspective, my point of view, and I'm just doing what I need to do for me. Good luck, goodbye. You're not sitting around and waiting anymore. I don't feel like you were waiting for someone specific. I just feel like you're not putting yourself on hold. You're not putting your life on hold. You're doing what you need to do for you. Make sure to keep yourself protected. You are protected anyways, but like, this is the energetic protection. Stay in your bubble. Don't let people pop your bubble. I don't feel like they can anyways. Most of them can't even reach you anyways, but there's one that can. Because if you look at all these wands, those aren't even reaching the bubble. They're not even anywhere near this person or you or whoever. But this one is. So you could be really close to a problem, or there's a problem person approaching you and they want to come in and say something, but you're like in Zen mode going, keep it knocking, but you can't get in. Like, that's what it feels like. Keep it knocking, but you can't get in. So that's what I have for you in this one. We're just going to let go of the attachments. I'm just saying. So if you're feeling that way, like you were just like, ooh, about someone, or stuck on something or a situation, ask yourself why. And if you pull yourself back to center and put up those walls of protection energetically, like kind of keep yourself for a minute, if your feelings immediately change, it's not you. So I don't know, because it feels like there was someone or something you were hung up on, and it was because of the other person or whatever it is. It wasn't you. I don't know how to explain it. It sounds weird when I say that, but anyways, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.